What is going on, my beautiful ducks? I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing today. I am indeed, thank you for asking. So today's episode is going to be something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a bit of tips for Dead Ops Arcade 2. So I played this game so much, I absolutely love it, it's so fun to play. But it frustrates me so much when I see so many points going to waste. You know, I see so many things being used incorrectly. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of an idea of what you should be doing so that when you do decide to go in this game, or if you ever decide that you want to play this game, if you haven't already, then you know that you should be doing this rather than just being like going away and doing absolutely nothing about it. So it'll make your game so much better for you to play. So all I'm going to do is join a public game, go into a bit of multiplayer with it, and then throughout the game, I'm going to point out little things and we're going to do from number 1 to however many tips I get up to. It could be a 2-parter depending on how long we get up to, but we're going to crack straight on and we're going to see how we're going to be doing. So I will be back with you when I hit the first tip. So tip number 1, this ammo box right here, what we're going to say is only ever collect the ammo box when you actually have an item like this guy in red has got right here. As you see, he's got a flamethrower, and the ammo box itself has actually, it's basically just like a resupply for his ammo. So he gets to keep the gun so much longer. So also, tip number 2, we've just come into straight away in there. As you see, everyone just jumped straight into the teleporter, straight away, without any consideration. All you have to do is make sure to collect all the money without having to go through any teleporters. Just collect every single bit of money, because money at the end of the day is an extra life as soon as you hit 200,000. So it keeps you going throughout the game so much longer. And what I'm going to say is also in this little sector, tip number 3. So tip number 3 is, if you've just seen the video, we are going actually into that sort of like first person area. So if you go into the first person area, all I'm going to say is a little trick is press Y. Y sort of like moves out the vision. You can do it throughout the game, so you can zoom in closer, or you can zoom in, or you can zoom out a little bit more. But that is pretty much just going to be it. Press Y, and then it comes back into this, and it's going to be a lot easier to shoot. Unless you like doing that, then fair enough, that's all I'm going to do. So for the challenge round as well, we're going to jump straight into tip number 4. So tip number 4 for the challenge round is make sure you get rid of all of these barrels. So maybe you think, oh, you know, I already know all this stuff, but some of these people don't understand and people don't actually know. And this is kind of an obvious one. You know, it is a challenge round, it is okay, but a lot of people don't actually know this. So make sure to keep shooting the barrels even if they're gone, because that barrel's glitched out to shit, okay? But make sure to shoot all the barrels, because all of your coins and everything that are actually on the floor and it's dropped down for you to collect will be swept straight up. So, tip number 5. What I'm going to say about these weapons is don't ever expect that these weapons are going to mean a complete and utter safe round. So you get two rocket launchers, you get a short range one and a long ranged one. As you see, I'll just press the Y button. Then, as you get a short range one and a long range one, you make sure to get quite long range. Otherwise, you know, the impact won't do as much as possible, and you need it to do like all that impact as much as possible. They don't last that long, but make sure just to use it up. Also, what I'm going to say is a quick tip. I'm not going to count this as a full tip, but another tip with the specialist weapons as well. You don't have to fire them all the time. I've seen a lot of people just go around and start spamming out these weapons so much. You do not need to do that. All you need to do is just shoot it at the desired place, and that is it. If you keep shooting it, your ammo does go down anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, you don't have to think, oh, you know, my ammo's going to go down, I may as well just shoot it all. It's going to go down, but it goes down a lot slower than if you carry on shooting it. So if you're just spamming it around and you're just shooting it all the time, you know, you're going to waste it and you're not going to make the most out of it. So you could get through a whole round with picking up one rocket launcher, or you could get through half a round and then end up dying. So tip number 7. So this is the next challenge round that you go into. You will see, you know, you have the balls that are going across, and they just run diagonally. They run from one bit to the other. And that's pretty much it. So you see this yellow cow right here. So if you pick up a specialist weapon, wait for that yellow cow to appear and shoot him. He generally, sometimes he can hold anything from a nuke to a special weapon to absolutely anything. As you see, the yellow cow is there. He does hold special things, so make sure to always try and grab him as much as possible. You cannot kill them with a general weapon. It has to be either a rocket launcher or, I don't know if a minigun would do it, but definitely rocket launchers and stuff like that. So tip number 8 as well, is what I'm going to do, is it's not a full tip, but it's kind of a little thing that helps you. So you see these red skulls that I've just picked up then? Make sure to pick up all the skulls. As you see right now, my gun has actually changed colour. So when your gun changes colour, it happens after you pick up the skulls. Your gun gets a little bit more power. I don't know if it gets any more speed. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that one. But so as you see, the yellow cow has just been popped. And he had a load of gems in him, and I just died. Great. He had a load of gems in him. He had a load of stuff, and he had some skulls as well. So, you know, he holds pretty decent stuff. Anyway, tip number 7 is what I'm going to say, is make sure to pick up the skulls, because you get a little bit of an increase in weapon power, and also a little bit more speed as well in the weapon. So it helps you out a little bit, not much, but it just makes the game so much funner. The bigger the skull does not mean the more power. Just saying. So something I actually forgot to mention about picking up the skulls is it actually I forgot to mention it. I'll just mention it quickly now before we get into our next tip. Is if you pick up the skulls, it enhances every weapon that you pick up, from a minigun to a to a minigun, to a rocket launcher. So this one, never go through the door. This is the biggest tip. These eggs, so you see them eggs there, they crack in the end, and you get specialist weapons, you get nukes, you get zaps, you get everything. Honestly, you get so much stuff in them eggs, and no one ever gets them eggs. So that is tip number 8. That is tip number 8. Make sure to get them eggs, and no one ever does that anytime I've ever played a multiplayer. Remember to wait there for the eggs if you're ever playing on solo, because they do crack, and you do get a nice big bit of goodies for yourself, and it will help you so much. So, tip number 10. I think that's tip number 10. So we are on the first Silverback challenge. So first, what you're going to do is make sure to hit that Y button, and it puts you into first person mode. It's so much easier to control. And then all you're going to do is just keep it down. So as soon as you press the Y button, you'll be in first person mode. Around the corners, make sure to power slide. It helps you so much as well. And also, as we're going through, I'll just let you know about when and where to boost as well. So make sure you hit the zombies as well. The zombies do give you boosts, so as you can chain zombies, you can also chain your boost, which will help you so much. Unfortunately, I am getting beaten, but hopefully we can actually win this guy. All we need to do is make sure we pick up the zombies. So as you see, I'm boosting, and I'm actually almost winning him. Come on, we could do this. We could do this. So you want to boost just below here. You get a nice little run up to it as well. And also, what you want to do is boost on top of that first mound as well. Generally, if you go in a straight line, unfortunately, I wasn't. You do get a nice big jump over it, and you don't end up fucking all over it. And also, I like to boost there as well. If you are chaining your boosts, it will help you out so much. And we've just fucked up completely. Unfortunately, that is not going to do. So make sure to boost at the top of there. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to end up winning this one because we did screw up. But that's it for the Silverback challenge. All you need to do is make sure to power slide around the corners. Make sure to boost when and where you can. And make sure to chain your zombies as well, because it's going to help so much with trying to win it. At the end of this, if you don't know what you actually get, at the end of this, if you do win, you end up either getting a load of nukes, a load of zaps, maybe another life and some other zaps, or a specialist weapon like a minigun I had once. That helps you as well. You get that for a whole round. It doesn't run out of ammo, but you only get it for one round. It's kind of disappointing. Maybe sometimes expected more, but it's not actually that bad. So luckily, that's a pretty decent prize, but unluckily, we're actually not winning. So that's it for the actual Silverback challenge. I'll be with you with the next tip. So, tip number 12. So this is my mistake. Tip number 11. So this is the next challenge round. As you see, all the zombies come on the outside, and what you want to do is not what I just did then. So that is what you don't do. So I'll show you what you do when they firstly come up. So as you see, they're all starting to come up now. You wait in this area here, and then all you do is come through this area. I'll show you again because some fucking idiot end up picking up the other thing. As you see, you got the dust clouds there. You go straight through this middle bit here, and then literally just wait on the side. And generally, they all run into the middle. So all you have to do is literally make sure that you're in this little gap here. They all run into the middle, and then just go around and wipe them out. And that is literally it. If you keep doing that, you'll pretty much guaranteed to survive without any complications. And then you pick up some mint weapon, and then you can just run around spamming. But they generally move in sort of like groups. They generally don't like go away from each other. So in this challenge round, it's actually pretty easy. So make sure you do that, and it'll work out a treat for you. I pretty much guarantee you will not die unless you screw it up like I did at the beginning. But what I'm going to say is a little trick is when you see this blue thing here or anything, well, when you see this blue thing, make sure to stay in the box. Not many people do, as you see some guys actually running out around and he's just chilling, but make sure to stay in that blue box. And he actually ended up dying. I just got a life, thank you very much. He actually ended up just dying, so make sure you stay in that blue thing because it does help so much. The zombies actually can't get in there, or if they do, because there's so many of them, it takes them quite a while to get in there, and you pretty much are guaranteed to kill them all when you're. So if you see that blue thing, make sure to stay in it. So tip number 12. This is actually the third challenge round that you come into, and it's the shadow zombies. So all I'm going to say is I shit myself when I first come into this because there's so much going on, there's so much flying around, I didn't really understand much. But you see the shadow zombies as they go down, don't worry about them too much. Like, I've seen a lot of people go around it and, you know, they've died so much because they don't know what the fuck to do. There's so much going on and they're just shitting it. But all I'm going to say is don't worry about it too much. That is mainly a trick I learned, not really a tip. But we're going to add it into the tips folder anyway, because it does help out, because all they do is they just spawn down, they run after you, and then they fly away. That is literally it. Generally, they'll come into the course of your bullets anyway, so it's nothing really to worry about. So that's all I'm going to say for the third challenge round, is make sure not to worry about the shadows too much. Just worry about the zombies more, because the shadows generally won't kill you. It'll be the zombies that actually kill you. So that's tip number 12. So tip number 13 is actually with these things. So these are actually the punching bags, the boxing gloves, and all I suggest is stay at one entrance and spin around. So when they hit, you are not going to die if you keep spinning around. All you're going to do is just keep knocking them out of the way and just keep fucking killing them. So if you see right there, I did that on purpose. I know you might be thinking like, oh no you didn't. So when you see the punching bags go red, make sure to go away straight away. Like, just move out of the way, because it means they're going to go. So if you don't do it, you're actually going to die, just like I did them. They are going to go red and they'll just fly away, and then all the zombies will come at you and you'll just get completely fucked up. So this is the second Silverback challenge that you actually do. And what I suggest to do is pick up one of them guns straight away. So if you can't get that one, run up, and he's obviously going to go around here. Weirdly, he's not, okay? But pick up one of these weapons, and this actually means all you have to do is keep running around the pyramid until you get to the very top, and that is how you win. That is literally how you win the game. It's just get to the top of here and make sure that you win. That is literally all you have to do. It's just keep running and moving, and don't die like I just did. So unfortunately, I actually did just die. But all I'm going to say is a quick tip for that is just try and keep moving, or try and keep with the pack. The further up you get, the more guns that you do actually get. As you see, this dude's probably going to die now, and then the game's going to completely end. So if he dies, that's going to be the end of the tip video, and we'll leave it until and then the next video, this might end up being a part to it. I'm not actually too sure. But it seems like he's actually not going to die, luckily. So we're going to keep on going. And he did actually just die. Okay, so if you enjoyed this tip video, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below of what you actually thought. This might end up being on the second part. I could end up being 2 parts. So if this bit is in the second part, make sure to click the link in the description for part number 1. If you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to join the Duck family. We are welcome to absolutely everyone, and then you can go and check out my other series from my free games and do so much more stuff. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Let's go for 15 likes to this video, and comment down below what you actually think. If these tips did help you, then that would be absolutely amazing. I'm glad I can show you a little bit of my knowledge. Peace out, people.